acknowledge all of your love, your support, your kindness.
Y'all don't know this is Nolan's mother.
That you guys have been showing me. I wanted to, answer each and every one of you, and I probably will at some point. I will at some point, but right now it's just, everything is so heavy. Everything is so heavy. Just been going through the motions. I'm a healthcare provider, so I talk about grief a lot. And now to be on the other side of this is, it's a lot. So I lost my mom a few years ago, and that was hard. This loss, this grief, this pain, it's different. It's insurmountable. And then it's like you get these flood of emotions all at different times, and grief is so multi-layered. 1 second I might be okay and I can talk about things and I can listen to his stories, and then the next minute I am falling apart and I feel like I can't breathe and I feel like there is an elephant just sitting on my chest. But I know this is the process. I have a wonderful support system. I have my faith in God, which I've been leaning heavy into. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I see you, I love you, I'm thankful for all of you, and I'm so sorry that I hadn't been able to reply. I don't know exactly when again I'll post. For some reason, it does help. And I know if Nolan was here, he'd be like, Mom, just keep talking to the people, keep telling my story, keep telling your story. So that is going to be my plan. Again, thank you all so much. I love you, and I will talk to you later.
First, I want to say, long live Nolan Wells, you feel me? And, damn. I thought this brother was mixed with like some Asian or something. But this is parents. This is parents. That was Emmett Till parents, right? This is his parents. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I know his dad, like, how do you, I'm done with that community. Like, I'm definitely moving out of that community. But there was actual talks of him being tortured before he passed, bro. My husband had to check on his young king, make sure his friends value and respect him. They don't. They don't. Look at him. You don't fit in with them. You get all they women. You stronger than them naturally. You trying to parlay like them, bro. And I know it ain't about skin color, but it's different when it's one black person and it's all white people. I'm not saying a group of different people. Okay, here we go, y'all.
Girls detailing the condition of Nolan. Did y'all see the video of the two girls detailing the condition of Nolan Wells' body when it was transferred? I do want to give a trigger warning because it's definitely hard to hear.
All right, so we want to talk about Nolan Wells today.
So today, we actually know someone that works transporting bodies, human beings, and things like that.
They were murdered.
So today I got a call from that person, and they were just talking about the body that they
came across.
Whoa. Hearsay is not relevant. That does sound like hearsay, but let's just listen.
This was Nolan Wells.
So before knowing all that, he said that the body was mistreated.
Yeah.
It looked abused. It looked like he was tortured. Looked as if he was burnt, maybe.
Where?
Face, body, said he was burnt.
And not only that, his body was mistreated when they transported him.
So as they were transporting him, he was actually face down. So everyone knows when you're transporting a body, when only a couple of people work that job, they all know you don't transport the body face down. It's kind of very disrespectful.
That y'all get the point. We don't have to get into the details after that because
major update on Nolan. Social media is losing it after this photo of him shows him at a
Okay, Freak it be keeping up with this. So let's see Freak latest video on this Nolan Wells. Okay, that's actually his last video. That man on vacation. Oh, here we go.
I'm about to play the video, but you remember the racist that made that disgusting video about Nolan passing away? Yeah, well, now he's on the internet crying because he lost his job and may lose his kid.
I lost my job this morning. I had to leave home. Everybody's fucking pissed off at me. And now they want to, try and do something about custody because I'm too much of a danger to be around children.
To jog your memory, he was saying this about Nolan.
Yeah, they did. The boys did it. This is a damn tradition for us. Yeah, this is a tradition. We take you boys out in the woods. And we throw you in the swamp. We throw you in the creek. We throw you in there splashing and screaming, I can't swim, I can't swim.
Now he's claiming the video he made.
They mad at him because he told the truth. I mean, when I heard that, I respect white boys that tell the truth, bro. I don't know about y'all, but that just sounded like he just told the truth. That didn't sound like he was being racist. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Yo, you go to the South, bro. A lot of y'all don't got family in the South, man. And a lot of y'all don't, y'all ain't in the South. So you naive of how these folks really move. And mind you, I'm speaking to somebody who grew up in California in the West Coast. But I'm very aware of the dirty South. Sundown town still exists. Even when the blacks moved to California, they faced racism, right? Different families, different organizations, different governments set these agendas. They create this environment for us to do this. But we ain't talking about that, right? We talking about dealing with the actual fact that majority of Americans are racist. Not prejudice. They deeply feel like black people are the problem. Not only that, they will deeply eat you. You're in their traditions. Did you hear what he said? He said it's a tradition. Why do you think that video, you know how many people make stupid videos? That video blew up because the truth was in it. Shout out to Asir Duke Tears. He put me on the book The Hunter. Delectable Negro. Why do they have us not unified? Because we can't protect each other. Even when we could protect each other, they were still trying to get down on us. Go watch Lovecraft Country. They show this. How white boys was the first doing drive-bys. They created the drive-by. Some crackers did that. Probably not. They probably didn't create the drive-by. Nobody created the drive-by. I think it's been sliding since beginning of the times. My camera cut off.
It was satire and should have never been taken as serious as it was. And that even though he doesn't plan on apologizing, he feels like social media went too far, getting him fired and making him about to lose his kid. See, the unintelligent sewer explorers don't understand that freedom of speech is not freedom of consequence.
Facts.
You knew what was the risk of you posting that crazy ass junk.
He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. He wanted that attention. And he don't even seem like a genuine racist. He ain't like dudes like him and what's his name? I'm about to say Charles Darwin. He a racist too, but what's his name? Charles Webb, Chud the Builder. Bro, Chud the Builder. Dudes, they not no real racists. Them real racists don't say shit. They don't have pages. They worrying about grabbing niggas. Or if they do got a page, it's no profile pic. You feel me? Them the real ones. They don't got no social medias, or they social medias them holding a fish or some shit. Weird ass beings, bro. These some weird ass beings on this planet, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Now you crying.
I'll pop
well,
the shit
there's
out.
a booty.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'll pop the shit out you. I'll pop the shit out you, nigga. Try to sacrifice me, boy. Ooh. Ancestors know they won't even put me in a situation like that. I'll like 10v1 some crackers. I'll still
major update on Nolan. Social media is losing it.
You gonna have to earn this beat. You gonna have to earn this beat. On bro grave. Not a free hat. You gonna have to earn this hat, nigga.
If you don't like no cussing, scroll the fuck up. Did y'all see the video?
Why does this guy's face look like he's
definitely don't want to hear this nigga cussing. Let's see.
Wait, unless there's another body being transported that look just like Nolan Wells, this don't make no sense. If what we hearing about Nolan's autopsy is true, this whole case about to be cracked wide open. Watch this whole video. This is crazy. Now, this is the family. They just announced. Now, they met with the DA, and after they met with the DA, they just made a huge announcement. The huge announcement is that after the investigation, they are turning it over to the grand jury. And what does that mean? That means they think something happened besides an accident.
Right.
In other words, something criminal was done. But it makes sense after what we heard. These people who are in the nursing field, They got some inside information about Nolan Wells' body. Now, I'm going to play a clip of them talking about what they saw. And if what they saw is true, it confirms everything we all been saying about what.
And we already seen what they said. Right? I agree, bro. I agree.
Wait, either this is a huge coincidence or this boat GPS just pointed out Nolan's friends of being on the scene of the crime. Now watch this whole video because this is a lot. Now we now know when they called in because they needed the boats towed because it was taking in water, there were some questions answered that got people looking at them funny and wondering where was Nolan at. And they might have just told on themselves. Anyway, we know that at 3 o'clock, they say that was the last time they saw Nolan. But at 4:30, they called for a tow. They were out somewhere, out on the water. So they told the people that they needed help. And the person said, is everybody on the boat okay, in good health? They didn't say they were in good health, but they said everybody was on the boat. Now, with everybody, did they mean Nolan? That's what we don't understand. But this is the big part. When they told the people where they were, they said we were on the western tip of Horn Island. Now, while they're sitting there on this western tip of Horn Island, guess who else was found at the western tip of Horn Island? Nolan Wells. Now, is it a coincidence? Whatever happened to Nolan had to happen between 3 and 4:35 p.m. It had to. So now, not only was the boat on this GPS known to be going back and forth and all over the place, which don't add up to it taking in water and need to get docked, but there's also over an hour not accounted for. And I don't like it. What happened to Nolan? Wait, either this is a huge coincidence or this boat GPS just pointed out Nolan's friends.
Why do they do this? Why do they do this, bro? Why do they blur out everybody but the victim? Shouldn't you blur out the victim and put everyone else face there? That's what I'm talking about, bro. Like, everything, these phones, these screens are light magic. Everything that we're dealing with is a form of, I don't want to mystify shit. I'm just trying to say, like, there's things that are happening through these screens. They're trying to, like, spiritually attack us, bro. This is the most riled up they probably could get us. Nolan Wells, Carmelo Anthony, Rick Chow. Because politics, we don't care. Aliens, we don't care. Like, society's at a point where if it's aliens, send them. Bring them here. If it's a solar flare coming, if the asteroid comes, send it. Oh, the world about to end? Come on. That's where we at with it. Bring it. We're tired of smoke and mirrors, bro. They let off the list and then kind of like half-ass did that. Redacted everything. It's just a whole lot of games being played, but that's what these folks do, bro.